All right, guys. So I'm gonna make a video here of the whole process. It's just very basic stuff. So I'm gonna show you the place that I go, or that I've been going to. This place is like 5 minutes from my house, and it's a little dock. Um, it's pretty nice, and I'm gonna go through the whole, step by step. The bait, the rig, the location. So if you notice this place right here, a lot of people come here and they try to fish and they'll start casting right into the middle of the channel or try to cast their stuff right to the middle of the bait. The truth is the fish are going to be right next to the dock. They're going to be probably, up to like maybe 25, 30 feet away from the dock. But they're going to be around the dock because the dock has structure and fish like structure. Now, this is a saltwater environment. We're probably about a mile or so from the inlet. It's a pretty decent fishing location. Not quite sure right now if we have an incoming or outgoing tide. I'd say it's probably incoming. That's not the ideal. Here, usually when you're really close to the inlet, I find that an outgoing tide is actually better. Nevertheless, if no one has been fishing here today, there should be plenty of fish right here, right next to the dock, basically right down there. So I'm going to try to show you guys from the very beginning how I do it, and anyway, I hope this helps. So I brought a little bit of dead shrimp. It was live a few days ago, but I didn't use it all, and right now they're dead, frozen out of my fridge. I'm going to show you how to set that up. Now I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to give it to my wife so she can film. And so the audio is not going to be as good. I'm going to take my headset off. Let's see if okay, I hope you can still hear me. So my wife is going to grab the thing right now, and she's going to point at me. You can see my ugly mug. So let's see what happens. So what I brought, so now I'm a minimalist, right? So I don't carry a lot of stuff. I brought a knife, which is nothing more than a little box cutter. I like using these knives. I have a few of them. They're made by Gerber. And I love it. It's my favorite knife. I have maybe 50 different types of knives, but this particular knife I have with me at all times, so I always get to use it. So I also brought some bait, and I brought, obviously, a Yoyito in this case. So I'm going to show you how I set it up. Now you can set it up whichever way you want. This just happens to be how I like to do it. Let me set this up for a second. I'm going to set it up with a drop shot and two small hooks. Now, I find it that unless you're going after snook or something big, this little hooks or any small hook are going to be your most effective approach here, right? So those are number 6 J hooks. This happens to be made by Mustad, but any brand, it doesn't really matter. As long as they're small, everything works. Oh, and I'm going to use a weight. I'm going to use a bank sinker. Let's see what I have in here. Probably like ½ ounce. Yeah, so that's a little ½ ounce bank sinker. The kits actually come with a couple of these. It comes with 1 ounce and it comes with a quarter. I'm going to use ½ ounce because there is some current here. There's some tidal current here. So in order to set this up, I usually put this in my pocket while I work. I know it's going to be very hard. This is 20-pound clear. They come standard on the reel. And by the way, I use the choice of weight, line weight. Hang on a second. Let me show you how to do this. So basically, it's a uni knot. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a uni knot. I'm going to hold it like this, and I'm going to go. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull and pull. Okay. And then I use my knife to cut the tag. Okay. So 20 pounds. I chose 20 pounds for a reason. One is that if a big fish pulls, it's going to break. nothing's going to happen to you. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Okay. Hang on, I'll give you the rationale in a second once I'm fishing. Go ahead, I'm going to do another one. So I did one. It's about a foot off the bottom, as you can see, right? I'm going to take it here. I'm going to do another one. So again, it's basically the same way I do a uni knot, right? I go around. See that right there? And I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lubrication, okay? And this is what you end up with. 2 hooks, more or less around the same distance. They're, I don't know, about a foot, a little bit over a foot apart. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take the actual hook, like to hold it backwards. I flatten this out into a tiny little point. By the way, this is the hardest part here. I put it through the eye of the hook. Okay, so you can see that there. And then I'll just do an overhand knot on it, and I run the hook through it. I don't know if you can see that there. Then what I like to do is I stick my finger in and I adjust it. See how I adjusted that knot right there? And then I'm going to pull and make the final adjustment. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. All right. This is super simple, and turn it into a tiny little end, poke it through the eye of the hook, do like an overhand, and put the hook through it. Make the adjustment, see that? Make the final adjustment. Now this rig is ready to go, okay? I don't know if you can see that there on the thing, but that is ready to go. Now for the bait, this is also something that I found to be very effective. I'm going to go ahead and, can you see? Can you see it well there? Can you see the shrimp? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take the head of the shrimp and I'm going to throw that right into the water. Take the tail of the shrimp off, throw that in the water, and then from here I'm going to cut a couple of rings, no more than a 1/4 inch in thickness. Okay. Right? Okay. Now, another thing I'm going to do is that once I put it on the hook, okay, notice how I placed the bait on the hook. Okay, I'm going to put it in like this, and then I'm going to pull the shell. The shell came off, right? So basically it's peeled shrimp right on the tip of the hook. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing for the other one. Now we're going to try to do this. I don't have a whole lot of battery on my phone. We're going to try to do this entire thing on a single take so you can see how long the whole process takes, right? From casting, retrieving, and everything else. Okay, so here we go. We got 2 pieces of shrimp, very small hooks. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cast this. Now keep in mind, this is not a shooting school, right? And I already told you that the fish are not going to be in the middle of the channel. The fish are actually going to be right there. Let me bring this down so it doesn't move. The fish are going to be right there, right? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cast. Now to cast, there are a couple different ways of casting. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to swing, make a circle, and just let it go. Okay? There it is. We're going to let it sink to the bottom. I'm going to keep pressure. I'm going to keep that line tight, right, at all times, because I want to feel every bite. Okay? I want to feel when the fish start biting. There, we got bites right there. There you go. There you go. Let's see if we have a taker. We don't have a taker. Yes, we do have a taker. Here we go. There we go. We got a fish. See? Very small. Okay. This one was foul hooked actually, because he was messing. Okay, here we go. Let's do another one. So this time, I'm going to do the same thing.
Oh my god.
Let's see if we catch something better. Okay. then if I have batteries, I'll show you how to cast far and how to retrieve quickly. So same deal. I grab the bait and I go ahead and set it like this,
Exactly.
and I'm gonna pull that shell back as best as I can. There it is. So nice peeled shrimp.
Hi.
Okay, let's do the other piece. Okay, same thing. I'm gonna peel it back. You don't have to do this. I mean, it works without it. I just find that it works better if you peel it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast again. There we go. Okay, so because of the camera angle, you don't see where I land, but that's probably about a 25-yard cast right there. Just so you have a sense of how far it's going. I know that it's an outgoing tide too, because it's taking it. It's very, very lightweight. It's moving in that direction. That's where the inlet is. That's definitely an outgoing tide. Okay. Oh, there it is. Getting bites. We're getting bites. Here we go. Maybe they clean me out. So check it out. I'll put it do me so they can see me reel in. You can actually reel quite fast with practice. Now I didn't start reeling like this when I started out. In fact, here you go. Let me do a long cast so you can see what I'm talking about. That's probably about a 60-yard cast right there. Okay, and then I'm gonna reel it in. Here, give me a full body so they can see me. Reel it in. You actually move with both hands, as you can see, right? And it does take a little time, like I said, to get used to doing this quickly, especially when you have something on the line. But the idea that you cannot reel fast, that's not accurate. Actually, a cast this long, even with a rod and reel, will take a little bit of time to retrieve. That was a pretty long cast. So now you don't have like a gear like you do on a 4-to-1 or a 5-to-1 ratio set of gears like you do with a spinning reel. So one turn is one turn, but each turn is almost a foot. So 60-yard cast will take not quite a foot. It varies a little bit, but anyway, you get my point. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up another one. Let's see if we can catch something before we run out of batteries. Okay. A trusty little box cutter. Getting about 4 pieces per shrimp. For some reason, in the summer, the shrimp you buy at the bait shop is tiny. We don't get big shrimp until the winter time. Anyway, peel back. Okay. I'm gonna go for the other one. Same thing. Peel it back. This time I'm going to go short because, like I said, I know that the fish are there. Let's see if it doesn't let me down. I'm keeping a little tension on the line, and I'm basically pulling it in ever so slowly. There it is. There we go. One on the line. Let's see what it is. So, a little lane snapper. So let me go ahead and take that little sucker off the hook. So he got hooked pretty well, as you can see there. I normally never keep fish, so now it's important that one thing to remember: if you are using J hooks like I'm using now, you can't fish unattended, especially when you use little hooks like this. If you do, you're gonna end up killing fish because you're gonna start gut hooking fish. So if you like to fish unattended, then I highly recommend you use circle hooks and minimize the number of fish you kill. Now, typically when I'm fishing, again, exception for you guys, but typically when I'm fishing, I do nothing else. When I'm fishing, it's game on all the time. I'm paying attention. All right, got another one. Let's see what it is. It's a feisty little one. Alright, it's a yellowtail snapper. Now the beautiful thing about South Florida is the variety of fish that we have. That's a beautiful, beautiful fish. It actually goes really well with a reel. It's a matching color. Oops. Okay, you're gonna go back in. Anyway. That's Alright, let me put him in because he's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Anyway, yellowtail snapper. So let's go ahead and let's try something else. Try one more, so we can catch one more. By the way, sometimes I pull 2 at a time, so I don't know. Let's see if we get lucky this time. And we can actually pull 2 at a time. Now don't be fooled by the size of the hook. I've caught, 5-6 pound fish with this tiny little hook. In fact, I caught once a 30-somewhat pound black drum with this hook and the 20-pound line. So it's all about technique, If you know when to let go and when to pull back, you can do amazing things with very thin line. Let's try it again. And I'm trying to do all this with a single take too, so you can see how dynamic this thing is, right? There you go. Another one. That's another bite. Yep. No cigar this time. Oh, I've been robbed, as you can see. They took both. Okay, let's try one more. Do we have any batteries left?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Let's try one more. See what happens. I don't like using the head. Or the tail. There you go. It's kind of a heavily overcasted day, but it's a good thing because it's been so hot out here. So it actually gives us a nice reprieve from the heat. It's close to sunset. Not quite sure what time it is, but anyway, same deal. Put it in, peel it back. Okay. Same setup. Same thing for the other one. There you go. That's it. All right, here we go. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. Somebody mentioned doing a cast. I'm going to show you how to do a one-handed cast actually. So I get myself entangled here. Alright, so I'm right-handed, so I'm going to do it with my right hand. It should be simple enough. I mean, the truth is that you don't really need a lot of force to cast the reel, right? So one-handed. Ready? There it is. The one-handed cast. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Let's see if we get another bite. Yep, getting bites already. Yep, there we go. Got one on the line. Ooh, it's a good one. That's a nice one. What is it? I wonder. See? Feisty lane snapper. A little bigger than the other one. See, this one went too deep. This one went too deep, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it loose. I'm not going to try to take the hook off because I don't want to hurt it. I'm going to cut it loose right here. Right. There we go. I went too deep. It happens. So I'm going to go ahead and re-rig this. So I lost my hook. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to, since we're talking about the bottom one, I'm just going to cut the bottom one off and just put the weight there. It's here, so I don't. We'll see. Tag off, and I'm going to proceed basically with a single hook. Let's see what else we can catch before we run out of batteries altogether. There we go. Now, as you can see, this is very easy stuff. I mean, there's no rocket science here. Okay, if I can do it, you guys can do it. Anybody else can do it. I mean, the bottom line is fish don't really care about the gear you use. They just care about the bait, the presentation, and you basically need to know where the fish are. I mean, that's just how this stuff works, right? There you go. Got something on the line. Let's see what it is. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this thing. Foul hooked. He is foul hooked. Sister, I hate it when this happens. There we go. Let's go to the next one. Little bites, clean me out. That was quick. Yep, cleaned. Cleaned. Okay, let's get another one. Now, if I don't have a, if I don't actually have a knife with me for whatever reason, you can just do it with your hands. Right? So, same thing. Got a little piece of shrimp. Go with the tip of the hook with it. Yep. Let's try it. Cleaned out again. That was quick. Get something decent. Just grab it, pinch it, take a chunk off. So I'm going to cast a little farther, see if I can get away from the small one. So typically what would happen is you'll have the smaller fish closer to the structure, and as you go farther you have fewer, but you have bigger fish. Let's see if that's true. See what we got. So I'm getting small bites, probably small fish. Let me out again. Try it again. This time I'm going to cast even farther. It's a trial and error thing, you know. The other thing is the position of the hook. The farther down it is, the smaller the fish you're going to target. The higher up in the line the hook is, you will tend to target bigger fish. There we go. Got another one. Okay. We'll go farther out. Let's see what we have out there. Good one. There we go. There it comes. Bigger fish. All right, buddy. On the other side. Definitely a bigger fish. That's it. Got a blue.
That's a blue.
That is a blue. Now you gotta be careful with the blues, because the blues have teeth. That's not a blue, that's a Jack Carvel actually. That's a little Jack. That is a little Jack. No wonder he was fighting so hard. So that's it, folks. That's how it is. This is a Jack Carvel. It's a Jack.
You always fish around here?
Yeah.
You always catch something?
Always.
Always?
Always. I catch something everywhere. Not just here. No. Alright guys, so Jack Carvel for you guys. Hear a little noise? Go ahead, make the noise. He doesn't want to talk. Anyway. See ya. So, as you can see, very, very small hook. very small piece of bait, Yoyito in hand. Everything I'm using other than the shrimp, which I'm not going to put in my pocket, came in my pocket. But you can do this with a jig, you can do this with a curly tail, with a little spoon, I don't know, whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. Alright, see ya.